Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, check.
Dr. Devin Knighton.
Skelter.tv's coverage of the 100th Annual Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament continues. And we've got a couple of third-place games coming for you tonight, and then later on championship Saturday night at the Skelter Conference Tournament here at the Stride Bank Center in downtown Enid. Girls' third-place action coming up. The number 4 seed Pond Creek Hunter takes on the number 2 seed Waukomis Lady Chiefs. Waukomis got here by beating Pioneer 71-19, then losing to Garber 50-47. For Pond Creek Hunter, they beat Drummond on Thursday 45-37, then lost to the top seed Dover 55-31 last night. Lady Panthers 10-6 on the season. Waukomis 13-4, ranked number 19 in Class A. Nathan Pearson will be with me. We'll take a break and come back with the opening tip from the Stride Bank Center, and you're watching it on Skelter.tv. Can you hear? Okay, say something real quick.
I can hear it.
Got it.
How do I sound?
You sound good.
I'll take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 100th Annual Skelter Conference.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
For over a century.
Girls' third-place action coming up here from the Stride Bank Center in Enid. Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson with you. First of 4 ball games that we will call together, and you're pretty up close and personal with this Waukomis Lady Chiefs team as a softball coach at Waukomis and a teacher there as well. And Waukomis trying to bounce back from a really tough loss to Garber yesterday.
Yeah, it was a real good game. I mean, it was back and forth in the first half. Waukomis had a 1-point lead going into halftime and back and forth in the third, and then Garber got a little bit of a lead and stretched it out and spread it out. They had a man up, and Waukomis couldn't come back from that deficit. Ended up losing by 3.
Starting lineup in the contest for Pond Creek Hunter: senior Emily Davis, senior Brinkley Bartley, junior Kelby Briscoe, junior Abby Miller, and then freshman Belle Miller. For Waukomis, it's sophomore Tori Rhodes, senior Cambry Gilliland, freshman Aaliyah Melson, sophomore Lauren Q, and junior Kinsley Q. Underway, the opening tip controlled by Pond Creek Hunter in the white uniforms, Waukomis the Road Blues. We are underway playing for third place at the 100th Annual Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament. In the lane, there goes the freshman Belle Miller, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and sticks it back up and in.
Yeah, the Miller sisters inside for Pond Creek is really going to be a problem for the Waukomis Lady Chiefs. Kind of hard to match up with their physical play inside.
Well, Belle's a freshman, and she had 21 points in that win on Thursday night and 8 in their loss yesterday. on the right wing. Melson has it. She's a pretty good freshman. We've seen good things from her. 16 points on Thursday, 11 yesterday. She's the leading scorer on this team. There's a three ball that is airballed by Tori Rhodes out of bounds. We'll go back to Pond Creek Hunter. These two teams have played once before, and it was a win for Waukomis, 40-34, that ball game at Pond Creek on the 9th of January.
Got a 2-2 3/4 court trap by the Lady Chiefs.
They'll break it now in the half court. Emily Davis, left wing, finding Brinkley Bartley. They attack the zone right side. There's a three on the wing, which is missing from Kelby Briscoe. Fight for the rebound. Another offensive rebound for Pond Creek Hunter as the freshman Belle Miller going to war inside.
Now, 2 possessions for the Lady Panthers so far and 2 offensive rebounds. That's going to put the Lady Chiefs back up against the basket early on in this game.
First foul on Melson. Baseline left throw in for Pond Creek Hunter. Left wing, Bartley swings it out high. Now back to Bartley on the left wing. Top side to Kelby Briscoe. Plays catch out high. They'll work it into the lane now. A little 13-footer from the left side of the lane. Misses from Abby Miller. And Waukomis has it. They can push it down the floor now. Tori Rhodes hurries to the right wing. Steps into a three-pointer. Airballed it. Backside rebound, Lauren Q. They'll reset. Gilliland off the window. No good. Offensive rebound. One for Waukomis now. They'll reset. Gilliland out high right. Now on the wing to Tori Rhodes. Rhodes into the lane. Swings it out high. There's a three-pointer by Kinsley Q, which is no good. The rebound taken by Kelby Briscoe. 2 minutes into the first quarter. 2-0 Pond Creek Hunter, our girls' third-place game. Skelter Conference Tournament. Three-pointer by Briscoe won't go. Rebound Karams out to Miller, who kicks it out high left. Now Brinkley has it to Emily Davis.
Lady Chiefs in a 2-3 zone here against the Lady Panthers offense.
Belle Miller missed a shot. And it's Abby Miller with the finish.
That's 4 offensive rebounds already.
Pond Creek Hunter on top 4-0. 5:38 to play in the first quarter and our first timeout. We'll take a break. Coming back at you from the Skelter Conference Tournament on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson with you, producer, engineer, Tyler Kerr. And on camera, Aaron Kerr, the Pond Creek Hunter connection with us again today. Of course, the sons of legendary high school football coach David Kerr at Pond Creek Hunter, who is now semi-retired and coaching softball. And I'm sure Nathan Pearson's had his battles. Three-pointer, there's a long one knocked down by Melson. That'll get Waukomis on the board. That's her first three-point make of the tournament.
That's the third three-pointer that Waukomis has attempted so far.
Foul in the backcourt.
They must be trying to hit it from the perimeter, maybe going outside in. I don't know. Of course, Pond Creek's bigs have a lot to do with it. They really do a good job inside defensively.
That foul on Cambry Gilliland, her first, and now a bad pass, turnover. Back the other way we go. They'll give it right back. The teams exchange turnovers. Our 2 consolation finals just before this one for 5th place in the tournament. The phone where I wrote this down, is it working? Drummond to winner 59-21 in the girls' game. They knocked off Covington Douglas, and now a finish inside. Belle Miller, who has 4 early on, and Pond Creek Hunter on top 6-3, 4:35 to play in the first quarter. And then the game just before this one, The Garber boys rolled it up on Cimarron. I take it back.
Pioneer.
It was Pioneer. 64-36. Now tie up, and the arrow keeps it on that. 64-36 was the final. Brett Howery had 27 points in the first half. I think he ended up with 35.
That's a good game.
He was knocking down threes. Baseline right throw in. That high to Kinsley Q. I'll take it back. It's Gilliland. She'll back out the dribble. Sliding right, looking to her left. Now passing over to the left side.
Pond Creek play man.
Three over the defense, misses. And the rebound pulled down by Belle Miller.
Walk.
Yep. And she walked and she picked up that dribble in a really bad place. They called the walk, but she picked up that dribble right there across the timeline. She was about to be trapped.
Trap zone. You don't want to pick it up in the trap zone.
So halfway through the first quarter now, it's 6-3 Pond Creek Cutter. As we said, second matchup this season. Waukomis won a few weeks ago. Tie up. This one goes back to PCH. Head coach for Pond Creek Cutter is Dennis Hart. Matt Q at Waukomis. They've both been at their respective schools for quite a while. Baseball pass is thrown away. Third turnover now for Pond Creek Hunter. Waukomis has had chances here. They've only hit the one field goal, the three-pointer by Melson. Top of the key, Melson has it now. Left wing, finding Rhodes. Into the post, right into the hands of Belle Miller. Miller holds up in the half court and leaves it to a guard, Emily Davis. Davis shut it high by Tori Rhodes. Davis, the ball poked away, chased it down in the corner, tried to save it off of Lady Chief, but right into the hands of Tori Rhodes. She wants to drive, and she'll dish underneath and find a Melson for the deuce. Leah Melson has all five for Waukomis at 6-5. Pond Creek Hunter under 3 to play in the first quarter. Break the pressure and then immediately lose the basketball. Kelby Briscoe has it go off her hands out of bounds. Turnover number 4.
Now Waukomis has that 2-2-1 three-quarter court trap, and it turned them over, but they're not gaining anything on the offensive end. They're not taking advantage here early on.
Both these teams pretty salty on the defensive side. Pond Creek Hunter gives up just 32 points a game. Waukomis gives up 30 a game. Waukomis has held 6 teams under 19 points this season. Pond Creek Hunter has held 7 under 21. So they can muddy it up a little bit. Their defense can set the tone. And we saw that a little bit yesterday in the semifinals, especially Pond Creek Hunter. Dover won that game pretty convincingly, but Pond Creek Hunter made it tough for him on the offensive end.
Dover's very talented girls team too. So
I was talking yesterday about the fact that when I moved here 20 years ago, Dover dominated this tournament, then haven't won it since 2003, and they'll get a chance tonight to see if they can end that long dry spell. Bad pass, easy layup for Lauren Q. And Waukomis grabs the lead for the first time at 7-6. Off turnover number 5 for Pond Creek Hunter. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And a timeout called by Dennis Hart. 1:56 to play in the first quarter. 7-6 Waukomis our score. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington.
Under 2 to play in the first quarter coming out of the timeout. Waukomis grabs their first lead of the ball game at 7-6. That timeout by Dennis Hart. Pond Creek Hunter basketball 3 from the top of the key is missing by Hallie Jones, who just checked in. Here comes Waukomis in the run. Cambry Gilliland cross court right side to Rhodes. Rhodes cut off on the baseline, dribbles back out to the wing. Rhodes into the corner now, finding Melson. Melson off to a quick start with 5 first quarter points, and she'll try a long 2, which is no good. Rebound to Belle Miller, and Pond Creek Hunter tries to get it into the half court. They've had all kinds of trouble with Waukomis in that back court. They'll get it across now. Far near side to Brinkley Bartley. And they'll set up out high to Emily Davis. Right corner, there's Belle Miller. She's holding. Shadowed by Cambry Gilliland. She'll drive the baseline around Gilliland, and she's picked up by Melson. Kicks out for an open 3, which is short by Emily Davis. Saved on the baseline into the hands of Miller. She'll throw it into the backcourt. This should be over and back. Another turnover. That's 6 for Pond Creek Hunter. Let's see what Waukomis does here. They got the 1-point lead, got 45.5 seconds to play in the quarter. See if they pull it out and try to play for a final shot here. As for Pond Creek Hunter, Mason Thomas will check into the ball game. Also, Kelby Briscoe back in.
You know, Pond Creek's man defense has kind of confused Lady Chiefs here in the first quarter. I mean, they only had 7 points. They've been settling for a lot of outside shots. See what they can do here late in the first.
Gilliland left side. In the lane, Melson. Right side, there's a 3 by Q. That's knocked down. Kinsley Q knocks down the triple. Her first 3-point make of the tournament. She's averaging 13 points in 2 tournament games. And it's a 7-0 run for Waukomis. They lead 10-6, final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Mason Thomas back out high right to Kelby Briscoe. They'll set it up between the rings to Bartley. Briscoe right side, bounce pass posting up to Thomas. Thomas cut off. Back out to the top to Bartley. Left side open 3 now is airballed by Hallie Jones. And a foul underneath as they fight for the rebound. And I think they just got Kinsley Q. Oh, it's Gilliland. She picked up her second. Cambry Gilliland was in foul trouble yesterday. Played with 4 for a long time. I don't think she ever fouled out of that game.
No, but she don't mind mixing it up in there, even though she's an undersized post.
Baseline right throw in. 0.2 of a second left. They can't do anything with this. That shouldn't count. High off the backboard, no good. And Waukomis scores the last 7 points of the first quarter. They lead Pond Creek Hunter 10-6. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Skelter Conference Girls third place game on Squirtle.tv.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
It all starts.
Now, first quarter in the books. Waukomis leads Pond Creek Hunter, our girls' third place game. And Coach, you, of course, coached basketball for a long time. How big is this game when you're in a tournament like this? You're 1-1 to get that second win and go 2-1 in a tournament.
Well, you always want to win 2 in a tournament, and you're on the right side. So both teams are disappointed with their semifinal outcome, but want to win 2 right here. You got playoffs just around the corner. You just need to start building some momentum so you can try to go on a playoff run here.
Of course, Nathan Pearson, he's a proud alumni of Covington Douglas High School. We'll see the Covington Douglas Wildcats coming up next. He was the head basketball coach at Covington Douglas for a while as well, so he's been on both sides of that. Student, athlete, and coach. What's easier?
Student.
Waukomis turns it over for the third time. Briscoe in the half court now. Out high, finding Hallie Jones. Right side, Briscoe open three. Got it. Kelby Briscoe knocks down the triple, her second triple of the tournament. She made one the first night.
Yeah, hitting outside shot right there for the Lady Panthers will help, hopefully, thin out the middle for those Miller sisters inside.
Long two is missed by Rhodes. Fight for the rebound and picking it up off the deck is Belle Miller. Miller near side. Hallie Jones has it. Shadowed by Rhodes into the half court now. Briscoe just made a three. Now her skip pass is deflected out near the timeline and will go out of bounds and will stay with Pond Creek Hunter. Pond Creek Hunter looking for their 11th win this season. They're 10-6. Waukomis 13-4 coming in. Coach, are we going to see the postseason assignments next week in A and B?
Yeah, I thought usually they did it the Friday of the Cherokee Strip and Skelter.
That's what I thought too, but I think they may have. We seem to be a little bit early this year. There's another week in January. I think they're going to do it next week.
I think just the way the calendar fell this year, I think it'll be next Friday. That's a good move right there.
Abby Miller. Abby Miller. And Pond Creek has scored the first 5 points of the second quarter, and they grabbed the lead back at 11-10, our second lead change.
Both these girls teams don't want to see each other in the district tournament. I mean, I can see them possibly being a regional matchup. Really familiar with each other, playing against each other in junior high and high school, playing at least twice a year. So
we'll talk about this in the boys championship game. Pond Creek Hunter, undefeated 16-0 as to the basket goes Kinsley Q. She'll finish. She has 5 points, and Waukomis back on top. Another lead change. You got a team that's 16-0, ranked 19th or 17th in the state, which means that they're probably not going to get a favorable draw when the postseason information comes out next week.
Nah, Class A boys traditionally it's just year in, year out. I mean, it's deep. There's about 30 teams that could be considered top 20 caliber, and the Pond Creek team you can see they're undefeated. Haven't lost a game, and they're just now cracking the top 20. It's hard. It's tough.
It all comes down to it's a coach's poll, isn't it? The coach's poll.
Yeah.
It all comes down to what they think about you going into the year. That really helps a lot.
Yeah, that gives you a head start.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't really looked at the Pond Creek roster, but if they're not a whole lot of seniors, this could help them next year more than anything.
Yeah.
So
we'll get a chance to see them tonight in the championship game against Drummond. Drummond, on the other hand, they had a really good season. Kind of came out of nowhere last year. Leah Melson scores. She's got 7. Kind of came out of nowhere last year and got to the state tournament. And, of course, they got, picked pretty high in the first poll. They're sitting number 4.
Yeah, if you remember llast year, they weren't ranked very high.
Yeah.
And went on a run. And now, like you said, they've been in the top 8 all year so far up to this point. And they're a good team. Both teams, I'm looking forward to that boys game later on.
14-11, Waukomis leads Pond Creek Hunter. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Get a chance to catch up and recap on the day of basketball so far. 3-pointer on the right wing, Rhodes. Get a chance to catch up on those scores a little bit later on. I've got to go back and compile the scores from the 7th place games earlier. I've got the 2 consolation games. Nearly a 10 count. Now the ball loose near the timeline and a scrum. And Waukomis comes up with it. Nice looking underneath, finding Tori Rhodes. She missed the shot, though. Would have been a nice assist if she could have got the finish. Cross-court pass. Briscoe has it. Not a work of art. They'll work it inside. Turn around by Abby Miller. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, you can see the game plan for Waukomis is no matter if they miss a shot or not, they're going to apply full court pressure to the Pond Creek Lady Panther guards to bring the Miller sisters out of the paint because anytime they get in there, it's hard to stop them. I mean, there you go right there. We fouled them there at the free throw line. So advantage Lady Panthers there. They broke it.
A couple of free throws coming for Abby Miller. She was 1 for 2 at the line yesterday. She scored 3 points yesterday, 2 points on Thursday night. Second free throw coming. Missed them both. Rebound chased down on the near side by Briscoe, though, and then Briscoe gives it right up. 8 turnovers already for Pond Creek Hunter. Three on the right wing. Nelson's open, and she knocks it down. She's in double figures with 10. It's a 7-0 run for Waukomis. They lead 17-11 after they trailed 11-10 early in the second quarter. Set up in the half court against that zone.
Yeah, Lady Chiefs pressing right there, and they break it, just break down into a 2-3 zone. Try to keep the Miller sisters out of the lower part of the lane.
Bartley right side to Abby Miller. Miller to the baseline. Cut off. Good defense. Trapped and double teamed over there. Tries to find a teammate, and she stepped on the baseline and turned it over. How many of these girls play softball for you? All of them?
Yeah, no. Out of the 11 that are on the Lady Chief roster, 7 of them are softball players. The 2 Q girls don't play, and Pentegraph doesn't play. And then Gabby, one of the freshmen, doesn't play. But all 4 of those I just said, though, are highly competitive basketball players. I mean, so got a good group of girls there at Waukomis right now. So, and some junior high girls coming. So it's going to be fun.
Gilliland top of the key. Bounce pass into the right corner, finding Lauren Q. Now 3-pointer by Melson. She was feeling it. She missed it that time. A little heat check, and the offensive rebound was chased down by Rhodes. Now loose on the floor, and the tie-up will give it back to Waukomis.
Good hustle by both teams right there. Muddied up basketball right there, as I think we called it. But both teams get on the floor to get you a jump ball. A lot of athletes out on the floor today.
Rhodes right side, Melson. Melson picked up the dribble and then had the ball tipped out of bounds. They should stay on this end with Waukomis. You know, I don't know. You're a lot younger than I am. You would have played high school ball back in the late 90s as a 3 missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the mid-'80s,
Right.
early to mid-'80s, but the whole social media thing has changed the dynamic of kids knowing each other, kids playing against each other and knowing each other. And then, of course, also, playing, ball with each other on, teams in Enid, I guess, as well.
Right,
or
yeah.
AAU or whatever it is these days.
Yeah, I mean, your first correlation is the years, when you played, short shorts were in, long shorts were in when I'm in, and now it's come back full circle, Tom.
Right.
Now it's
You're
short
right.
shorts again. So, but no, yeah, they know each other. It's, when you give a game plan, like, hey, number 21 does this, and they're like, oh, yeah, I played with her on the weekend. So
Yeah.
they all know each other, but it hasn't changed the competitiveness. I mean, I think it's still there. And but you'll see after this game, the friends, they'll be saying good game to each other. In our day, we hated everybody. So.
Exactly. When I was in high school, we had the opposing team sending us a black wreath before the big rivalry game. And their guys would come to town and steal our girls, and boy, it was ugly.
Yeah, Coach Hughes at Garber, same age as me.
Yeah.
We didn't like each other growing up, but now we're friends.
Yeah.
I wonder how it would have been different if we had social media back then. So.
Yeah, because everybody keeps track of everybody now. And I say that knowing that our crew here, the Kerr brothers, Tyler and Aaron, they're listening to me going, man, you guys are boomers. You're old.
Hence the gray, guys.
That's
hence
right.
the gray.
That's right. I feel older every day.
Well, Pentegraph comes in the game for Rhodes, for Waukomis. Waukomis still doing the 2-2-1 3-quarter court trap here.
Under 2 to play. And Pond Creek Hunter hasn't scored since early in the second quarter. They trail 17-11. Left side.
Oh, nice.
Nice
seal.
pass by Destiny Ortiz into Abby Miller.
Abby did a really good job of sealing before she ever even got the ball. Get a good position right there on the Lady Chiefs. And easy 2 points for Miller.
Minute and a half to play in the first half. Q out high, crosses over into the lane, kicks it left side to Lauren Q for 3. Good position on the rebound for Abby Miller. Baseball pass ahead to Bartley. And her bounce pass is chased down. Bartley had it for a moment. Now it's picked up by Abby Miller and tied up, I believe. Arrow keeps it on this end with Pond Creek Hunter. And we'll get a chance to talk a lot of high school basketball, you and I, here we're going to be here for the next 4 ball games. Got our 2 third-place games and then championships Saturday night coming up.
Looking forward to it.
on the inbound, out high to Kelby Briscoe. Briscoe had the ball poked away from behind into the hands of Kinsley Q. That's 11 turnovers for Pond Creek Hunter already. Out of control was Pendergraft, who threw and met back over her head. Waukomis lucky to keep the possession. Now right down the baseline. Runner by Q is no good. Gilliland take it back at Malachek, who had a good ball game a couple nights ago. She is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, she had 11 in the first round. She had 5 last night against Garber, and I was impressed with the little stretch when she scored 5. I thought she played really well. And
2 nights ago, I think she had three 3-pointers in that kind of in the same quarter, kind of bang, bang, bang.
And she's just a sophomore. So coming off the bench, really good softball player too. So
Hallie Jones checks back in for Pond Creek Hunter. 46.5 seconds to play. Malachek's second free throw. She makes that one. Her first points of the afternoon. 18-13. Had 3 lead changes in this ball game. Pond Creek Hunter led through most of the first quarter. It's been Waukomis on the high side here in the second. Around the perimeter right side to Emily Davis, back left. There's Bartley, top of the key Davis, back to Bartley. 20 seconds to play. Nice bounce pass right baseline, and a short corner jumper rattles out for Davis. Bill Miller with a nice pass. Back the other way we go. Melson has the ball almost poked away from behind, able to get it off to Malachek. And left side, there's an open 3 for Q. She's made 1 already, make it 2. And that'll be the end of the first half. A great finish for Waukomis, the triple by Q. Her 6th, 7th, and 8th points of the first half. She's on her way to a pretty good tournament. 21-13 Waukomis at the half. We'll take a break and be back for the second half after this. You're watching it on Skortle.tv.
It all starts with a dream. Somewhere, someone had a dream. Once a dream is recognized, you need a good team to make it come true. For 70 years, it's been our dream to make your dreams come true. For 70 years, Pioneer has sponsored local teams, local schools, local families. For 70 years, we've put in the work to be prepared every day to help you dream big. Connecting what matters, connecting you to your dream.
Enid Brewing Company, the grain to glass concept located in the heart of downtown Enid. We are a family-friendly establishment with a variety of local Oklahoma craft beer, wine, and cocktails. We can't wait to host your next happy hour, family gathering, or cater your next big event. Come visit us at Enid Brewing Company on the southwest corner of the square or at 580-297-5214.
Enabling local. Civil Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year. cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Halftime in downtown Enid, the third place girls game at the Skelter Conference Tournament, the 100th Skelter Conference Tournament. The Waukomis Lady Chiefs lead the Pond Creek Hunter Lady Panthers 21-13. Go back and recap the way the first half played out. Pond Creek Hunter jumped out early 4-0 and 6-3, but a 7-0 run by Waukomis gave them a 10-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. Pond Creek Hunter scored the first 5 points of the second quarter, took the lead back at 11-10, but then a 7-0 run by Waukomis put them up 17-11, and they lead 21-13 at the half. Scoring in the first half for Pond Creek Hunter, Abby Miller has 6 points, Belle Miller with 4, Kelby Briscoe has 3. For Waukomis, Leah Melson with 10 to lead the way, Kinsley Q with 8, a couple of big three-pointers for her, and Lauren Q has 2. Ava Malashek off the bench with 1. Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson getting ready for the second half of this one. First of 4 ball games we'll have for you. And, of course, Nathan, the head girls softball coach at Waukomis High School. So he's gives us some great insight. And plus, he knows everybody in this league pretty darn well. That's one thing about it. You used to be a basketball coach and in this league and also the Cherokee Strip, but you're never out of it, are you? You're always keeping track.
Yeah, always keeping track. I mean, I coached the Waukomis team, but, we faced the Pond Creek Hunter team, and a lot of those girls also play softball. So, I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with most of them, and I knew Coach Hart had a good group coming in, with the freshman Belle Miller coming in and her sister Abby, and then the guard play, and just seeing them last year. I haven't seen them play yet this year, but seeing them from last year, they've already gotten better. I mean, they're better this year than they were last, and very competitive group.
Now, Waukomis has it to start the second half. They've got the 8-point lead, 21-13. We talked about how these two teams have been salty on the defensive end all year. Waukomis giving up 30 points a game, Pond Creek Hunter 32 points a game, and been pretty good at holding teams under 20 points, and that's Pond Creek Hunter just 13 points halfway through this one. Coach Q's got to be happy with what his team is doing on the defensive end.
Yeah, it looks like the Lady Panthers are in a man. It's not a denying man. They're not putting a whole lot of pressure on it. Just staying with your man, staying basic, and see how Waukomis attacks it.
Gilliland makes the 3.
Well, that tells you right there. I mean, they're not up in her face. She had room to shoot a 3. Was able to drain it. Now Waukomis is in this 2-2-1 3/4 court trap again.
A double-digit lead now, 24-13 for Gilliland. That's her third 3-point make of the tournament. Here's a left elbow jumper, which is off the heel, no good, and the rebound is corralled by Leah Melson. Into the half court, Rhodes has it. Left side to Gilliland. She'll try for 3 again. Oh, there you go. She's heating up. She's feeling it a little bit.
She started hitting a couple against the Garber Lady Wolverines yesterday, but it was a little too late there in the fourth quarter. And man, she can shoot it. I mean, she plays an undersized post for the Lady Chiefs, but she's a guard by trade, growing up, and she can handle it. She can shoot it, and she can play post. So
she's made the most 3-pointers on this Waukomis team, 31% coming into the tournament. So she knocked down her third and fourth 3-pointers of this tournament in the last 3 days. So 27-16 and then a travel. 27-13, excuse me, and another turnover for Pond Creek Hunter. They're beginning to accumulate. I've got them for 12 now. First 6 points scored by the Lady Chiefs. Right side, Rhodes. Double dribble, yep.
Yep, she did. This 2-2-1 3/4 court press that the Lady Chiefs are putting in, it's not a go-get-them press. It's just to keep the ball in front. It's kind of putting some pressure on them without actually putting pressure on them, seeing if they can turn it over on their own. And but it's getting them to speed up a little bit, and Lady Panthers are letting it get to them, basically, even in the half court, and there's another turnover.
Back the other way. Rhodes had her shot blocked. Nice block by Davis. And Davis is fouled underneath the basket. And I tell you what, that foul doesn't happen. 10 seconds becomes an issue.
Yes.
They count to
and
about 5 by that point.
I know that was out off of a block shot rebound, but you really don't want that top 2 to be below the free throw line there. You want them to the timeline, keep everything in front, and kind of bailed them out right there with a foul.
Davis across the timeline, chased down by Pendergraft. Pass near side, Briscoe back to Davis. Flashing to the high post is Belle Miller, right side. There's a 3 by Briscoe. She knocks down her second triple. She's got 6 points. Makes it 27-16, and that breaks a 10-0 run, leading back to the second quarter.
That's nice inside out. Hit the high post, kicking it right back out. Shot in rhythm. It looked pretty.
Melson, the runner, crawls off. Rebound is chased down in the corner by Belle Miller. And here comes Emily Davis. Right side open 3. Briscoe again. Yes. Kelby Briscoe, 3 3-pointers, has 9 points. Here come the Lady Panthers, 27-19. 3 minutes into the third quarter. 3 to answer by Gilliland. Yes. How about it?
Welcome to the NBA three-point contest.
Gilliland, 3 triples here in the third quarter.
Her and Briscoe just having a battle.
Miller has it in the half court, and she double dribbles. Yeah, good call.
Both shots by Briscoe were in rhythm, catch and shoots. 2 out of the 3 of Gilliland, she was dribbling it. But nice rhythm by the Lady Panthers on both those 3-point baskets.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 4:30 to play in the third quarter. Waukomis 30, Pond Creek Hunter 19, and you're watching it on Skelter.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to...
Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson with you from the Stride Bank Center in downtown into the 100th annual Skelter Conference Tournament. How many of these have you been at? Let's see. Probably dating back to about 1990 when you were, 10 years old or something like that?
Probably, yeah. I think I played in the 70, you can do the math, I don't know, 95, 96, no, 96, 97, 98, 99 are the 4 that I played in.
Melson off the window.
And play is a loose term. When you're on the bench, is that considered playing time?
I would consider that.
I attended the games and I was on the bench.
You went on to bigger and better things, your pro basketball career later on after your Sterling High School career.
Who would have known?
Who would have known? Who would have thunk? We're not kidding either. He played pro basketball.
I did. I'm the only pro basketball player from Covington Douglas. I'm surprised I don't have like a statue or something.
They should have retired your number for that alone.
Oh, man. Great experiences.
32-19 our score halfway through the third quarter. If you don't know, both Nate and I were part of the Oklahoma Storm pro basketball team in the USBL 23 years ago, 24 years ago now we got started. Wow.
That was a long time. Lifetime ago.
I have one person to thank for all my Kareem Abdul-Jabbar autographed basketballs. Free throws are coming for Kinsley Q, and that person is sitting to my left.
Hey, I tell you, though, on that note, my son is now to the point, he's 10 years old. He's starting to learn about the history of basketball, not only the people that are playing now, but the history. And he is still shocked that I coached with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Like, he will tell all his buddies. Of course, his buddies have no idea who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is. But
here, I got this video on my phone, guys.
Yeah,
he was good.
He's enamored by it all.
33-19. And I tell you what, I mean, I am stunned by the fact that when you If you ever see there's a steal, Waukomis has it back. Open three for Pendergraft. She'll miss it. Offensive rebound, though, and Gilliland is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. She was fouled by Hallie Jones. You look, when you're watching an NBA game on TV and you watch the Philadelphia 76ers and you look at head coach Nick Nurse and his assistant coach Brian Gates, and you can say 20 years ago, Brian Gates was the head coach and Nick Nurse was the assistant coach of the Oklahoma Storm. Now they're of course, Nick Nurse was the NBA coach of the year and led Toronto Raptors to the NBA championship. And he coached in Enid. And he did the uniforms.
And me and you were still in Enid.
That's right. Yeah. We were. We're still at Enid. We are still at Enid.
Yeah, this pressure right here from Waukomis is really getting to the Lady Panthers.
Shot was missed by Gilliland.
But you can see here in the second half that pressure, they're actually starting to capitalize on some of those turnovers instead of just turning it over this time. So,
who made those last two free throws for Waukomis? You remember?
Gilliland.
Yes, Gilliland did it.
Yep, she got fouled.
She's in double figures with 11 points. That's what happens. You start telling stories. You're going, hey, there's a ball game going on out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty stunning when you think about it. And actually, from those days in the USBL, there are quite a few coaches, not as many players right now, although the head coach for the Boston Celtics is Ima Udoka. He played in the USBL. He played here back at Mark Price Arena back in the day. But I've got, you've got Brian Gates and Nick Nurse in Philadelphia. My old coach in Dodge City, Dale Osborne's with the Orlando Magic. And a kid who was an unpaid intern for me in Dodge City just won an NBA championship ring as an assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets, Charles Klask.
I remember him, yep.
Shot misses by Brinkley Bartley, and that's the bad thing. When you get Nate and I in a broadcast, it's going back 20 years pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're talking pro basketball from 20 years ago.
We can burn some time just talking about that stuff. Had a lot of good memories, a lot of good experiences.
And there is pro basketball in Enid now with the Enid Outlaws. You can see their logo on the end of the court here at the Stride Bank Center. I'll be honest with you, I would have killed to have had this facility back then.
Oh, yeah. There's history with Mark Price Arena, but this is a very nice facility here at the Stride.
Ridley Pendergraft with the basket. It's now 37-19. How about Waukomis this afternoon? I didn't see this coming, to be honest with you. I thought this would be a really good game.
Well, I was at the Waukomis Garber game back in early January, and Waukomis handled them pretty good. And yesterday's game being really close, I mean, I was hoping that Waukomis would pull through so they could be in the finals today. But hey, they bounced back well today so far.
Nelson's got 14 now. Waukomis in the middle of now. It's a 12-0 run as they're just pulling away. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Belle Miller will end that. She has 6 points, makes it 39-21.
That might be the key to stopping it. Just throw it over it, softball pass it deep, have a 2-on-1 break with the Miller sisters.
A scrum, and the arrow will point to that end. It will stay with Waukomis. Yeah, 100 years of this tournament, and for a long, long time it was played at Convention Hall, then later on called Mark Price Arena from the early 90s on. Great atmosphere. Then it moved to NOC Enid, the Gant Center, for a few years. And then when this building was built, it's been here for the past decade or so.
Yeah, we actually had it at the Expo Center for a year.
That's right. And 2009 was the Expo Center.
They actually had the Skelter and the Cherokee Strip there not the same time.
Weeks apart.
Weeks apart.
Yep.
So had to have special permission back in those days to move a tournament to a non-tournament weekend.
Yeah, I remember that. What I remember about that tournament calling Skelter games was Sidney Postier for Garber hit a half-court shot.
Yep, I was there. I think we were probably on the call. We were probably on the call together.
We were calling it. There's a three-pointer. That's Ruby Ayers. And I was always thinking, why didn't somebody turn that into ESPN? That would have been a great top 10 play of the day. Half-court shot to win the game. Sydney Poster, was it a I think it might have been a third-place game. I don't think it was a championship game, was it? Or am I wrong? Was it a championship?
I want to say.
You know what? I think it was because they were
it was.
celebrating like crazy. I think it was a championship game.
What did we say, 2009?
Yeah,
we got the program right here. Yep, championship game. I want to say it was against Poncric. I think it was. Poncric was going on a run. That's the one year that Garber beat them.
Yeah,
and that's why.
There's some great memories. Yeah, I remember that vividly. That was at the year that it was at the Expo Center.
Oh, I was able to play at Mark Price Arena as a player. I coached 1 year while I was at Covington at Mark Price Arena.
Final 2 seconds of the third quarter. There's a deep three-pointer at the buzzer that comes up empty for Overstreet. And we go to the fourth quarter. Waukomis, nice third quarter run there. They led by 8 at the end of the first half. They lead now by 15, 39-24. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company.
But, yeah, he was the guy that brought the uniforms. He's like, hey, you got to take care of the uniforms.
We go to the fourth quarter. Waukomis leads Poncric Hunter 39-24. 15-point lead. And Waukomis, led by Aaliyah Melson, has 14 points. Kinsley Q with 9 for Poncric Hunter. Kelby Briscoe with 9 to lead the way on 3 3-pointers. We are underway in the fourth quarter. PCH basketball. They'll work it inside. Gathering is Belle Miller, and she'll score. They need to do more of that.
Yes. It's hard to guard.
Boys' third-place action coming up next. Covington, Douglas, and Dover. Still hard to believe that Jared Reese and his coaching staff had that great run at Kingfisher, are coaching at Dover now and turning that program around.
And they got a good young group, too.
Kinsley Q in the lane, left it a bit short, the ball out of bounds, back to Poncric Hunter. And then it will be championship Saturday night at the Skelter Conference Tournament. Ahead to Belle Miller. Back out high to Brinkley Bartley. Corner Kelby Briscoe. Skip past nobody in particular.
Jim Steele.
Yeah.
It was right to referee Jim Steele there.
I've got Poncric Hunter for now 16 turnovers. Of course, when we were discussing things, having conversations, I may have missed one or two, but pretty impressive afternoon for Waukomis as they look for their 14th win of the season, their second win of the year over Poncric Hunter. Beat them 40-34 a couple of weeks ago on January 9th. There's a 3 by Gilliland. And the rebound off the bounce to Davis. Hurrying down the floor is Bartley, and she's cut off on the baseline, but a bounce pass underneath, and the reach called a tie-up goes back to Waukomis. Let's see what's next for these two teams. Poncric Hunter after this, they will be at Garber on Tuesday night.
I think Waukomis has Drummond coming up. No, they had Drummond last week.
They will play OBA.
OBA, yeah.
Hosting
that's right.
OBA on Tuesday night as well.
Be a good girls matchup. That might be a good boys matchup, too.
Rhodes picks up her second, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:14 to play in the ball game. Pond Creek Hunter trailing Waukomis 39-26 on Squirtle.tv.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Me, older siblings.
6:14 to play in the ball game. 39-26 our score. Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson with you. As it's been all Waukomis since, really since early in the second quarter. They grabbed the lead at 12-11 and really never looked back. They've extended that lead throughout. The right side, Kelby Briscoe has it around the perimeter left side. There's Bartley. Into the corner, Davis. Emily Davis scoreless here this afternoon. She'll take it to the baseline. Cut off by Kinsley Q. Back out high now. The free throw line, Belle Miller. Right side, open three. Briscoe's hit three of them, now four.
All from that spot, too.
Yep. Back to a 10-point game, 39-29. Still time, 5.5 to play. They got to get some defensive stops and get Briscoe to light it up a little bit more. Pendergraft out high. Picks up that dribble, right side to Gilliland, and Gilliland will take it to the baseline. Back out high to Pendergraft, and to the near side to Lauren Q. Posting up his Kinsley. Oh, nice little drop to Melson. Melson misses the shot, though, and the rebound cleared by Belle Miller. That's what Pond Creek Hunter needs more of. STOPS, stops.
One at a time.
Briscoe on the left wing this time. She made her threes from the right, and she throws it away. Yeah, Waukomis, that's going to be a big one. OBA girls are ranked 7th in Class A. They're 14-2, actually ranked 8th now.
They played for a state berth last year in area.
Yeah.
Of course, OBA came out on top on that one.
Corner Melson out high now to Gilliland. Waukomis with nothing but time to burn here, leading by 10. They want to shorten this game up here down the stretch.
You know, Pond Creek went to like a little zone for a couple minutes, and now they went back to man with 4 minutes left to go in the game, try to amp up some defensive pressure here. Like you said, they need stops, but they got to capitalize on the other end as well.
Melson wants to attack right into a double team. Ball ends up in the hands of Gilliland. She'll dribble out high and leave it for Lauren Q. Kinsley on the baseline. She'll take off, and she'll draw the contact and go to the free throw line. Belle Miller picks up her first foul, and Kinsley Q 1 for 2 at the line this afternoon. 2 free throws are coming. She makes the first. Kinsley on the season is a 60% free throw shooter. And before the second, we've got a timeout called by the Lady Panthers. 3:46 to play. We'll take a break. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
This is game time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
It all starts with a dream. Somewhere, someone had a dream. Once a dream is recognized, you need a good team to make it come true. For 70 years, it's been our dream to make your dreams come true. For 70 years, Pioneer has sponsored local teams, local schools, local families. For 70 years, we've put in the work to be prepared every day to help you dream big. Connecting what matters, connecting you to your dream.
It's true.
3:46 to play in the ball game. 40-29, Waukomis by 11. Tom Nelson, Nathan Pearson, Tyler Kerr, producer engineer, and Aaron Kerr on camera today. So we've got a Waukomis color guy and 2 Pond Creek Hunter people running the show.
And we've only tried to fight twice.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
I got to keep you guys apart.
Next game, no rooting interest.
Second free throw up and in for Kinsley Q. She's got 11 points now. Now 41-29, pushes that lead back to 12 as we're under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Davis has it high right. Bill Miller at the right elbow is bumped and fouled. That is team foul number 3. Brindley Pendergraft picks up the foul. It's her first, team foul number 2 in the quarter. What do you think about the NBA-like foul rules in high school basketball now? 5 fouls a quarter, no more 1-and-1 and all that.
We're doing it at 5th and 6th grade level too.
Really?
And I'll tell you what, on my end, I like putting pressure on people, so it's actually making me get out of my press quicker.
Yeah.
You get that 4 fouls. You don't want to get that 5th foul in the backcourt putting pressure on somebody in the first quarter. You get 4 fouls in the first quarter. In the old rules, we still can press and trap for a couple more fouls before we actually have to get out of it. And I like the 1-and-1 towards the end of games because you hit the front end of the 1-and-1. It hurts, but if you don't, there's missed points or opportunity for points. But I think it takes some in-game strategy out of it a little bit. I mean, you're still going to foul if you're down, but instead of the 1-and-1, they're guaranteed 2 shots. So
yes, I do miss. I miss the 1-and-1 because you're exactly right. It would put pressure on you down the stretch.
Right.
There's Belle Miller. She's in double figures with 10.
It'll be one of those things in 15 years. We'll look back and be like, why did we shoot 1-and-1s?
I know. How about the shot clock? Maybe an option in the next couple of years.
I don't mind the shot clock, but we're in small school basketball, and we've seen some muddied up basketball, as you like to say. And with the shot clock, I think some of that's going to be even worse. I mean, it's just you got some teams that'll be really nice and stall. So they don't score a whole lot of points on somebody, and you get that shot clock in there, they're going to be forced to shoot.
That's
more.
A good point. I hadn't thought about that. You're going to have teams scoring 100 points. Beating schools 100-20 and something like that, and then you can't do anything about it.
Well, you got your second and third teams in there when the game's out of hand. You don't want to just say, "Hey, you guys can't play." Like you still want them to play.
Interesting. They're going to call a foul on Brindley Pendergraft. That bailed out Pond Creek Hunter. And on team foul number 5, we'll see 2 free throws coming. I really think that the rules for women's college basketball, 10-minute quarters, and they do the foul count like this, to me has made that game move a lot quicker.
Yeah. Do they still do the no backcourt?
No, I think that
the 10 seconds.
No.
They don't do a 10-second.
They've got a 10-second count now, I believe.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
They used to not.
You're right. It's been a few, I think that they changed that a few years ago. It's been maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Oh.
I think so. And I might be totally wrong about that. I haven't seen much women's basketball lately. college basketball. I do see the NOC needed Lady Jets once in a while. Briscoe goes 1 for 2 at the stripe. She's got 13 points. It's 41-32 in the final 2.5 minutes. Stick around post game. We'll take a quick break, come back and run through the scoring before we set it up for our next ball game, our boys' third place game. There's a turnover.
What was the biggest lead? I mean, it's already down to 9.
39-19. It was a 20-point game in the third quarter. 39-19 was the biggest deficit that Palm Creek Hunter has faced.
They're inching closer and closer here late in the fourth.
I think the clock will probably run out on them before they have enough time to crawl back into it. But, yeah, they played hard to make it look a little bit better. Miller, right side. Good look at 3 for Briscoe. Missed it that time, and the rebound chased down by Pendergraft. Ten count. Rhodes couldn't get her across the timeline.
That was, I mean, maybe it's my Waukomis glasses, but I thought that was pretty quick.
Lauren Q back into the ball game. Palm Creek Hunter down 9, 2 minutes to play. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Waukomis, as Tori Rhodes went for the steal. Right side, Davis. Bartley back to Davis. Bartley, they need a 3. They're going to try to get it into Miller if they can. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Melson picks up her second foul. Miller's first trip to the line this afternoon. She has 10 points. She's 2 for 2 at the free throw line in the tournament, now 3 for 3. She had 21 in that Thursday night win, 8 in their loss yesterday, and has 11 here this afternoon.
Looks like Coach Hart's going to do a little offense for defense here.
1 of 2 at the line. Got to make those free throws, but it does make it an 8-point game. A minute 37 to play. PCH will look for the quick steal. Good job by Gilliland to hurry in the half court and keep that dribble. Now Waukomis wants to play keep away and get as much time off that clock as possible.
Palm Creek still has 3 fouls to give for bonus time.
Yeah, you need to do that. We saw it a couple days ago in one of my Thursday games. The team was behind in a close game, but had 3 fouls to give, and they took too much time.
Yeah, they should be fouling quick right here.
Yeah.
Just do the foul count up.
So clock down to 105. And the foul will go against Destiny Ortiz. It's her first. And that's team foul number 3. Still got to foul one more time and then a time after that to get him to the free throw line. NFL playoff action going on today. The Ravens just jumped on top of the Texans 3-0 on a long 53-yard field goal by Tucker. Had him as the kicker on my fantasy team this year. He was pretty nice to have. Now there's your 4th team foul in the quarter. Allie Jones will pick up her second. 57.7 seconds to play. Rhodes in the inbounds out high to Kinsley Q. No Fowler, and now Q will go to the free throw line, and she was fouled by Belle Miller. That is her second, so Q to the line. And Kinsley, 60% free throw shooter, is 3 for 4 this afternoon. Big free throws coming. And a big make.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers need some quick tempo right here on the offensive end to try to creep back in here.
Big free throws push it back to 10 at 43-33. 50 seconds to play. 3 in the corner by Bartley. Yes. Brinkley Bartley's first points of the afternoon. Her second triple of the tournament makes it 43-36 and prompts a quick timeout. 44 seconds to play. We'll take a break. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
Enid Brewing Company, the grain to glass concept located in the heart of downtown Enid. We are a family-friendly establishment with a variety of local Oklahoma craft beer, wine, and cocktails. We can't wait to host your next happy hour, family gathering, or cater your next big event. Come visit us at Enid Brewing Company on the southwest corner of the square or at 580-297-5214.
Enabling local.
44 seconds to play in the ball game. Waukomis leads Ponca Cunner 43-36. Waukomis trying to close Lady Panthers and win against them for the second time in a couple of weeks. And Matt Q's squad looking for their 14th win of the season. And this really is important. It's the poll that comes out on Monday and Tuesday.
Monday,
so these games, these tournament games are really important.
Yeah, coaches will usually wait until Sunday or Monday morning to cast their votes for the next week. And Waukomis, you said they were in the top 20, right? They're number 19, I think.
They're 19, hanging in there.
If they can stay in the top 20, that bodes well for them. And most people don't know this or realize this, but it's also what the boys are doing. And I know the Waukomis boys are not ranked, but they're 8-8, I think, is what they are. Maybe 9-8 now. And to get a good draw, you kind of want both teams to be above 500, and ranked would be preferred. So, yeah, this is a big win right here for Waukomis. If they can hold on, 14 wins, and the boys above 500, maybe they could get a good draw when it comes to district pairings.
So back to the free throw line. It's Gilliland this time, Cambry Gilliland. Foul was on Emily Davis, and the free throw missed. So Waukomis leaving the door open a little bit. 1 of 2. 44-36, 8-point lead. Need this 3 right here by Hallie Jones. No good, and the rebound cleared by Kinsley Q, and there's a foul, and that should do it. If it wasn't done before, it should be done now.
Yeah. That was the tempo, though, the Lady Panthers need here in the last minute. Quick offense. You don't make it, got a foul, put them on the free throw line, and if Q can make both these, it would for sure put it farther from reach.
Well, Kinsley Q is 5 of 6 the line here in the second half. She has 13 points.
Do you have information on who's in the finals of the free throw contest?
I do not.
I know boys-wise, the Simonet kid is in the finals because I was here yesterday when him and the Steiner kid went head-to-head from Garber. And I'm pretty sure Steiner went 14 of 15 and Simonet went 15 of 15 to advance. I didn't see who the others are, but halftime of the boys and girls game, I'm pretty sure.
Will they do boys the halftime of the girls championship game and girls the halftime of the boys championship game?
I think that's what they're doing. Yep.
There's a foul on the inbound, and right back to the free throw line is Kinsley Q. She's been money at the line, 7 for 8.
Now you can win a lot of games at the free throw line. You can lose them too, but looks like she's been hitting them today, which has helped Waukomis keep this lead and extend it a little bit.
She's had a very solid tournament, 12 on Thursday, 14 yesterday. She looked for point number 17, and she got it. 48-36, final 25 seconds. Bell Miller in traffic. Comes up empty, and then a foul in the backcourt, and I think it's going to be Rhodes the line this time. So Rubieres picks up her first. So Tori Rhodes, sophomore, looking to score for the first time. She scored 6 on Thursday, 9 yesterday. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line in the tournament.
You know, she came out very aggressively in this game in the first quarter offensively. Shot a couple threes, attacked the basket, which is not typically what she does. I wonder if that was part of the game plan to try to get Pond Creek to kind of focus on her as the point guard a little bit.
Second one misses, 49-36. Emily Davis with a 3, her first field goal of the night, her first points. That should be it. 49-39 will be your final score. Lady Chiefs from Waukomis, their 14th win of the season. They'll get third place hardware here at the Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament, the 100th annual Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament. Pond Creek Hunter with the loss falls to 10-7. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
Enabling local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
The Waukomis Lady Chiefs, your third place finisher in the 100th annual Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament as they knock off Pond Creek Hunter. Final score was 49-39. Scoring in the ball game, first of all for PCH in double figures, Kelby Briscoe led the way with 13. Belle Miller had 11. And then you had Abby Miller with 6, Brinkley Bartley, Emily Davis, and Ruby Ayers with 3 points apiece. For Waukomis, Kinsley Q, 17 to lead the way. Alea Melson with 14. Cambry Gilliland with 12. Lauren Q with 2, Brindley Pendergraph with 2, Tori Rhodes with 1, and Ava Malachik with 1. Waukomis 14-4, Pond Creek Hunter now 10-7. We'll take a break, come back. We got boys third place action coming your way, Dover and Covington Douglas. Nate and I will be right back on Squirtle.tv.